Good morning, everyone. Hello, good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning. So today we are going to start our class with the discussion
Morning, ma'am.
paper periodic test 1. We will discuss the question paper periodic test 1. Okay. First question. Who was the last Viceroy of India?
Lord Mountbatten.
Very good. Lord Mountbatten. That will be B option will be correct. Okay. Second, a history of British India was written by.
James Mill.
Yes. Again, B option will be correct, James Mill. Third question.
James Mill.
Yes. Third question. Those who are specialized in the art of beautiful writing are called.
Calligraphist.
Yes, calligraphist. Calligraphist will be the correct option. Next is historians have usually divided Indian history into ancient, medieval, and
Modern.
modern. If you are written modern, it will be correct. A will be the correct answer. Okay. Many of you have written British, it will be wrong. Historians have divided Indian history into ancient, medieval, and modern. James will have divided into British. Okay, next. Operation was held every
10 years.
10 years. The option will be correct. Next, anything that can be used to satisfy human
Yes.
Resource.
resource. C option will be correct.
Resource.
Yes, it's resource C. Then seventh question, which one of the following is a human-made resource?
Medicines to treat cancer.
Good. Medicine to treat cancer. The next question, resources that are drawn from the nature and used without much modification called
Natural resources.
natural resources, beta. If you have written natural resources, then it will be correct. Resources that are drawn from nature and are used without much modification are natural resources. Clear? A option will be correct.
Yes, sir.
Now, ninth, balancing the needs to use resources and also conserve them for future generation is called
Sustainable development.
sustainable development. Value means
Worth.
worth. Worth. The option will be correct. Okay. Then, which of the following are fundamental rights? Which of
All of the above.
yes, all of these, that is equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, all are the fundamental rights. So D option, all of these will be correct. Next term used for goal or principle in its most excellent perfect form.
Ideal.
Will be correct option, ideal. Next 13 question, Dash is known as the father of the Indian Constitution.
Baba Saheb Dr. Ambedkar.
C option, Sahib Dr. Ambedkar. And 14th question, Dash refers to the existence of more than one level of the government in the country.
Federalism.
A option, federalism will be correct. Many of you have written secularism and many of you have written parliamentary also, it is wrong. A option, federalism will be correct option. Okay. Then 15th question, Dash refers to the elected representatives.
Legislature.
Yes, legislature. The next question, Dash was the first Governor General of India.
Lord Hastings.
Warren Hastings. First Governor General, Warren Hastings. C option will be correct. The next Dash came up in 1920s to store important documents.
National Archives of India.
The National Archives of India. Next question, according to me, Mills, Dash rule was capable of civilizing Indian society.
British.
Yes, British will be the correct option. That is C option, British. Fourth question, coal and petroleum are example of dash resources.
Non-renewable.
Yes, B option, non-renewable will be the correct option. Next, using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called
Resources
Resource
conservation.
conservation.
resource conservation. Question number 6. Next question. Dash and technology are two important factors that can change substance into
Time
and technology.
time and technology.
time and technology. Then question number 7. If a 13 years old child is working in a factory, what it is called?
Child labor.
Yes, child
Child labor.
dash and unjust use of power or authority.
Tyranny.
Tyranny.
Yes,
Tyranny.
yes, tyranny. The ninth question, a dash state is a state which never officially promote any type of religion as a state with,
Secular.
yes,
Secular.
yes,
Secular.
yes, secular is the correct option, secular, B option. The next question, dash is the third tier of the government.
Panchayati
Raj.
Raj.
If you are written Panchayati Raj, it will be the correct option. Many of you have written state government, it is wrong. Clearly given in the book lesson, Panchayati Raj is the third tier of the government. So Panchayati Raj will be the correct option. The next question, who asked winner to...
Am I right, Panchayati Raj?
Good. Who asked winner to produce map of Hindustan?
Robert Clive.
Robert Clive.
Clive. Next, who was given the title of Duke of Connaught?
Prince
Prince
Arthur.
Arthur.
Son of Queen Victoria.
Arthur.
Prince Arthur.
Very good. Third son of Queen Victoria, Prince Arthur. Next question. What is the name given to the type of resources?
Non-renewable. Non-renewable resources.
So, sorry. What is the name given to the type of resources that have limited stock? Non-renewable.
Non-renewable resources.
Good. A option. Next is what is the term used for the application of latest knowledge and skill in doing or making things?
Technology.
Yes, good. A, technology. Next, during which time period did the Constituent Assembly draft a constitution for the independent India?
Between December 1946 and November 1949.
Yes, B option will be correct between December 1946 and November 1940.
Pause.
I hope all the question answers are clear.
Excuse me,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, beta.
मैंने ना मैम वो 1 से लेके मैम 11 तक के मैम चेक मैम नहीं करा मैम, प्लीज मैम वापस रिपीट कर सकते हो?
Beta. Okay, first option, Lord Mountbatten. Clear?
Which option मैम?
Lord Mountbatten, who was the first viceroy? Lord Mountbatten was the viceroy, last viceroy. Clear? Second question,
Okay मैम.
the history of British India was written by James Mill. B option, Mill will be the correct. Third question, those who are specialized in the art of beautiful writing are called A, calligraphist.
Okay मैम.
Next, historians have usually divided Indian history into and modern. A will be correct option, modern. Clear? If you are
Okay
written
मैम.
or Christian, it is wrong. For fourth question, A option, modern will be correct. Then fifth question, census operations are held every 10 years. A option, 10 years. Sixth question, anything that can be used to satisfy human need is a resource. C option will be correct. Resource. Seventh question, which one of the following is a human-made resource? A, medicine to treat cancer. Question number 8, resources that are drawn from nature and used without much modification is called A, natural resources. The ninth question, balancing the needs to use resources and also conserve them for future generation is called C, sustainable development. Then 10th question, value means worth, D option will be correct, worth, WORTH. And question number 11, which of the following are the fundamental rights? D option will be correct, all of these. I hope now 1 to 11 is also clear again.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am, who will get highest marks?
beta, you will be giving the marks afterwards. You will be informed. Okay. Just now I will not tell because if I speak out for one, I have to speak for everyone. Hana? So I hope now all the questions are clear. We'll,
Yes, ma'am.
we will continue now.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
ma'am, I got 27 marks.
Who got 27 marks?
Pooja Chaudhary.
Pooja Chaudhary, you have marked yourself. Now you means after discussing the questions, you can tell now, no?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Let us see. Okay, fine now. We'll continue with the half yearly course, that is lesson number 2 of history. I hope you have opened your history book in front of you and the pencils are there in your hand to mark the important lines.
Yes, ma'am.
So before this lesson, we have completed with civics lesson number 2. I hope you have completed question answers in the notebook. Question answers we have completed in the notebook. Civics lesson.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you have not completed civics lesson number 2 in your notebook, today again I am going to send civics lesson 2 PDF of question answers on student portal. So new students as well as the old students, those who have not done the question and answers, they can do it in the notebook from student portal. Am I clear? Am I clear? No.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Lesson number 2, civics question answers. Civics lesson 2 is completed. New students, please be lesson 2 is completed, and that on student portal today again I will upload the question answers of civics 2 lesson. You can do from there. Okay. Kailash, Jitendra, Mahinder, Mahesh and all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
To you the personal history, civics and geography lesson 1. Anything else you want, you can ask me personally also. Fine. Take to territory. Now, to begin the session, again we have to recall first lesson. Recall first lesson means first lesson of history, how, when. So that we have already understood. From the first lesson of history, we have already understood that how the came to India. Mahinder, Mike. Mute, everyone. Your mic, please. You're listening.
मैम साउंड नहीं आ रही.
माइक ऑफ करो, म्यूट करो आप.
Okay.
Now it's okay. Okay, fine. Now we'll continue with our second lesson from trade to territory. Now in this lesson, we will see that how Britishers came to India just for trade purpose, and slowly they established their power in India and captured the territories one after other. एक के बाद वो कैसे ट्रेड करने के लिए पहले आए. ट्रेड मीन्स व्यापार. कैसे ब्रिटिशर्स हमारे यहाँ पर भारत में व्यापार करने के लिए आए और धीरे धीरे व्यापार करते करते कैसे उन्होंने एक के बाद एक हमारे यहाँ की टेरिटरीज अपने अंडर में ले ली. क्लियर? सो दिस lesson, that is company establishes power. Now here company, the word company is used for the British company, East India Company. Your company is used for the East India Company, which was here ruling in India on behalf of the Britishers. Britishers के behalf पर यहाँ पर ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी हमारे भारत में कौन रूल कर रहा था? ब्रिटिश रूल कर रहे थे, है ना? और उनको किसके रूप में रूल करते थे यहाँ पर? ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के रूप में. कौन सी कंपनी के रूप में?
ब्रिटिश कंपनी.
ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी, EAST, ईस्ट इंडिया. हाँ, ठीक है. तो कैसे वो लोग ब्रिटिशर्स हमारे यहाँ पर ट्रेड करने आए और फिर धीरे धीरे कैसे उन्होंने अपना पावर स्टैब्लिश करा हमारे भारत में, एक के बाद एक सारी टेरिटरीज अपने अंडर में ले ली. ठीक है. क्या lesson? Listen carefully. Everybody will mute yourself and listen to the explanation clearly. And if any problem, then just raise your hands up, and then I will clarify your doubt. Okay. Now, first, Aurangzeb was the last of the powerful Mughal rulers. Underline this. It's a very important line. That the lesson starts with this line. That Aurangzeb, who was the last of the powerful Mughal rulers. Who was the last powerful Mughal rulers?
Aurangzeb.
So Aurangzeb was the last powerful Mughal ruler. Means भारत में जो राजा राज्य करते थे वहाँ उस समय औरंगजेब जो थे वो सबसे लास्ट पावरफुल मुगल रूलर थे. ठीक है. He established control over a vast, very large part of the टेरिटरी. बहुत बड़ी टेरिटरी का पार्ट उनके अंडर में था. दैट इज नाउ नोन एज इंडिया. बहुत बड़ी टेरिटरी का पार्ट उनके अंडर में था, औरंगजेब के अंडर में, जो कि हम किस नाम से जानते हैं आज? इंडिया के नाम से. आफ्टर हिज डेथ इन 1707. सो व्हेन डिड औरंगजेब डाइड? व्हेन डिड औरंगजेब डाइड?
1707.
Yes. So after his death in 1707, many Mughal governors at that time were called as Subedars. Mughal governors were called as Subedars. So after his death in 1707, many Mughal governors and big zamindars began asserting their authority and establishing their regional kingdoms. Now what happened? Powerful Mughal emperor was, last powerful Mughal emperor was Aurangzeb. After the death of Aurangzeb, many governors, जो भी छोटे गवर्नर, ये राजा के अंडर में जो बड़े बड़े लैंडलॉर्ड्स वगैरह होते थे, वो राजा के अंडर में काम करते थे. They used to help the king by providing them with military, army and all, है ना? So those governors which were called as Subedars, now what they did? They started asserting their authority and establishing regional kingdoms. उन्होंने अपना आप को एक पावरफुल किंगडम्स बनाने का स्टार्ट कर दिया. मींस इंडिपेंडेंट. पहले वो किसके काम अंडर में काम करते थे? राजा के अंडर में. नाउ एज सून एज दिस पावरफुल किंग डाइड, they began asserting their authority. अपनी अथॉरिटी वो शो करने लगे लोगों पर और धीरे धीरे क्या करने लगे? They started establishing regional kingdoms. छोटे छोटे किंगडम्स अपने स्टैब्लिश कर लिए. Who started establishing regional kingdoms? Who started establishing regional kingdoms? Hello. Who started establishing regional kingdoms?
ईस्ट इंडिया.
नो बेटा, मुगल गवर्नर्स. अभी हम मुगल गवर्नर्स की बात कर रहे हैं. अभी हम भारत के रूलर्स की बात ही कर रहे हैं कि भारत में लास्ट पावरफुल रूलर कौन था? मुगल रूलर औरंगजेब था. एंड आफ्टर ऑफ औरंगजेब व्हाट हैपेंड? जो औरंगजेब के अंडर में कौन होते थे? गवर्नर्स होते थे, सूबेदार्स. गवर्नर्स, मुगल गवर्नर्स जो कॉल्ड एज सूबेदार्स. नाउ दे, अब कोई पावरफुल रूलर नहीं था तो अब क्या करा इन लोगों ने? गवर्नर्स ने, मुगल गवर्नर्स ने, सूबेदार्स ने, वो उन्होंने अपना पावर दिखाना, अपनी अथॉरिटी दिखाना शुरू कर दिया और लोगों में, और अब उन्होंने क्या कर लिया, अपना अलग अलग किंगडम स्टैब्लिश कर लिया। आई बात समझ में? सो हु
Yes, ma'am.
द रीजनल किंगडम्स, द मुगल गवर्नर्स और सूबेदार्स। मुगल गवर्नर्स आल्सो कॉल्ड एज सूबेदार्स।
Siddharth.
आया समझ में ये पूरा? ये भी भारत की ही बात कर रहा है, यहाँ पे मुगल की ये जो लास्ट किंगडम, क्या कंडीशन थी उस वक्त भारत की जब ब्रिटिशर्स आए, दैट वी आर सीइंग नाउ। क्लियर? So as powerful regional kingdoms emerged in various parts of India, Delhi could no longer function as an effective center. Now previously Delhi was very effective center, the central point from where administration of whole of India was taking place, जहाँ दिल्ली से पूरा एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन सेटअप होता था, पूरा गाइडिंग होता था। अब क्या हुआ? When Aurangzeb died, who was the last powerful Mughal ruler, the small subedars, the governors, they established their own small regional kingdoms. उन्होंने अपना regional kingdom start कर लिया। Now what happened when they started their own regional kingdoms, establishing their importance in the regional kingdoms? Then what happened? Delhi became no longer effective center. अब दिल्ली इतना ज्यादा important center नहीं रहा, क्योंकि बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे सूबेदार जो है, गवर्नर्स थे, वो अपना अपना एक टेरिटरीज लेकर के अपनी किंगडम शुरू कर दिया। नाउ क्लियर दिस मच, दिस पैराग्राफ? Okay. Now by the second half of the 8th century, now the time is second half of the 18th century, 18th century के second half में, however a new power was emerging on the political horizon. Now what happened? Now new power was emerging on the political scene. Horizon means political scene, a new power. Now this first paragraph we have read about the condition of India after the death of powerful Mughal ruler Aurangzeb. छोटे छोटे गवर्नर्स ने अपना अपना establishing rule establish कर लिया। Now Delhi was no more so much effective center. Now in such a state, in such a condition, now a new power, एक नया power सामने आ रहा था political horizon के अंदर, that was called as British. अब क्या है? अब आया है ब्रिटिश। जब so much confusion was there after the death of Mughal ruler Aurangzeb, now the new power was emerging, नया पावर इंडिया में आ रहा था, देखने को मिल रहा था, वो कौन था? ब्रिटिश। Now did you know that the British originally came as a small trading company? Now originally what happened? Previously in the beginning, originally means in the beginning Britishers came as a small trading company. छोटा सा एक कंपनी के रूप में ब्रिटिशर्स भारत में आए व्यापार करने के लिए, ट्रेडिंग के लिए। ट्रेडिंग मीन्स व्यापार करने के लिए एक छोटी सी कंपनी के रूप में भारत में आए। and were reluctant to acquire territories. and were reluctant means उनको कोई, वो इतना नहीं चाहते थे कि वो यहाँ पर आकर के भारतवर्ष में कब्जा करें, वो उनकी टेरिटरीज पे कब्जा करें, but only they just wanted to have the trade with India. How then they did come to masters of the vast empire? In this chapter you will see how this came about. Now this paragraph we are seeing that now new power came into being in India, and that power was the British power. And British power came in the beginning as a small trading company, छोटी सी एक व्यापार कंपनी के रूप में ब्रिटिश भारत में आए। And they do not wanted to acquire any territory, और वो किसी टेरिटरी पे अपना साम्राज्य स्थापित नहीं करना मांगते थे। But then also what were the conditions that made them the masters of the vast empire? ऐसा क्या हो गया कि वो सिर्फ एक ट्रेड करने आए थे and they became the masters of the empire, हमारे भारत पे रूल करने लग गए। Clear these two paragraphs now? This is just a intro of the lesson. ये अच्छा से समझ में तो आगे समझ में आ जाएगा। Okay, fine. So first was the condition of India after the loss of powerful Mughal ruler. Then second was the emergence of Britishers. They came as a small trading company, but not with the intention of acquiring the territories to rule India. इतना उनका intention नहीं था. उनका तो intention था सिर्फ trading का. But what was the condition here in India that made them the masters of India? ऐसा क्या था जो वो masters बन गए इंडिया के? आया समझ में? Now this figure 1 is showing Bahadur Shah Zafar and his sons being arrested by Captain Hodgson. Now here Captain Hodgson is shown and he has arrested Bahadur Shah Zafar and his son. After Aurangzeb, there was no powerful Mughal ruler, but Mughal emperors continued to be symbolically important. Now Aurangzeb was the last powerful Mughal ruler, but then also Mughal emperors जो थे, मुगल जो राजा थे, वो बहुत ही ज्यादा important रखते थे भारतवासियों के लिए. In fact, when a massive rebellion against British rule broke out in 1857, now in 1857, a massive rebellion means बहुत बड़ा rebellion अपोज में खड़ा हुआ किसके? ब्रिटिश रूल के. कब? 1857. And Bahadur Shah Zafar, the Mughal emperor at that time, was seen as the natural ruler. Once the revolt was put down by the company, Bahadur Shah Zafar was forced to leave the kingdom and his sons were shot in cold blood. That means as soon as this massive revolt was there against this, the Bahadur Shah was arrested. His son, Bahadur Shah's son, were shot in cold blood. Shot in cold means they were shot dead by the Britishers, and Bahadur Shah Zafar was arrested. Clear? This is a picture showing this. Bahadur Shah Zafar being arrested by the whom? Captain Hudson. I hope till here it is clear, everyone. So,
Yes, ma'am.
today I end up here only. In our next class, we will continue with this page number 10. East India. To understand the lesson. If any doubt, you can ask me. So that's all for today. Thank you.